Hey, rant fucking time. Motherfucking rant time. Forgive me for eating during this rant, but I need the fucking energy. So, I already told everybody that everything related to these fucking hate crimes against Asians, I'm gonna be doing on Instagram and YouTube, because I am not free to talk about whatever I want to talk about on TikTok. Because they have been straight up taking videos down, talking about this shit. Of course, they can't do it to everybody because it would be obvious. But it's still pretty fucking obvious because, surprise, surprise, like, not all of us are completely fucking stupid. So, way to go. So, I'm going to be talking about it today, all day, probably all day here on this channel. And I post one cryptic video, basically, insinuating that, about this incident. And you really got motherfuckers commenting just one comment. But I think that this can be held true for a lot of people, especially in this anime niche. Somebody commented, oh, remember when she used to do My Hero content? Nigga, first of all, I've done 40 fucking My Hero videos in the last less than 2 months. 40 videos, 2 almost full-length episodes worth of My Hero content leading up to the 5th season. I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm still doing shit. Shut the fuck up, you fucking impatient motherfuckers. Second of all, the irony is your burning desire at all times to consume Asian art forms, and obviously not give a fuck about actual Asian lives. What the fuck is that? Shit, before this fucking shooting, people were asking me, what do you think about Attack on Titan getting delayed? Delayed because of the fucking earthquake in Japan that I don't know if it killed people, but it probably did. You mean the thing that caused actual Japanese people to be in danger? You expect me to have a fucking opinion about that? What? God forbid something inconvenience your ability to consume content about fictional Japanese people. Who gives a fuck if it hurts actual Japanese people? What the fuck is your fucking problem? And honestly, these kind of people are probably the same ones with the same Hinata isn't black energy that love to gatekeep cosplay away from black people, people of color in general. But I'm just gonna say this, because for some reason I've been established as as some sort of expert or, public figure in the world of anime and anime entertainment. Fine, then I'm going to use my platform to say this. If you continue to call yourself an anime fan, you in the anime community, and you love consuming anime so fucking much, but you do not give a fuck about actual Asian people. If you continue to consume Asian art, Asian food, Asian aesthetic, Asian style, Asian fashion, Asian this, Asian that, call yourself an otaku, call yourself a fucking weeb, you continue to consume that shit and then don't give a fuck about what just happened here, and you can't even react with the rage that it deserves, you're not welcome in this community. I don't welcome you in this community. You're definitely not welcome in my fan base. You're just not. Just know that I consider you trash. And it's very typical. And maybe I have more strength to speak on this because it's not dealing directly with me, because it happens to black people all the time. Like, our aesthetic, our music, our everything, our style is just stolen from mainstream America. It has been for years. But maybe I have more strength to speak about this because it's not talking about me. It's talking about another group of people, and it's also very close to me because my husband is Asian. So maybe that's why I have more energy to talk about it, because I don't have to reach too much into my own personal trauma, so I can have the, fire to speak on this today. But just know that you're one of those people that care more about the anime, how quickly your anime comes out, how quickly I'm able to pump out content about Asian art forms for you, and you don't give a fuck about the actual people that make the anime, the actual culture that it comes from. Guess what? You have just I'm gonna say it, and I'm not Asian, but I'm gonna say it. You've basically turned into a culture appreciator to a culture appropriator because you don't give a fuck about the people from which that art form actually comes. And if you dare call yourself a part of the anime community, I would ask you to see yourself out the door. You don't get to sit with us. Absolutely not. If you are truly a member of the anime community, you better be acting with outrage. I'm not saying you gotta post like I do on social media, because social media ain't everybody's thing. I understand that. I'm not asking you to post a black square or anything similar to that, because social media isn't everybody's thing. And I kind of reject that idea that, like, if you didn't post a black square, you don't say anything about it on social media about it, and you don't care. It's not true. But if you if you continue to consume anime, Asian food, Asian aesthetic, Asian art, Asian music, all of this, because it's trendy, because it's cool, because you like it, because you love your shonen, because you love your Dragon Ball, because you love your Naruto. I'm basically trying to think of all of the subsections of the anime community that have the most fuckboys, the most racist fuckboys. If you continue to consume that and, like, use that as part of your persona, but you don't give a fuck about actual Asian people, get the fuck out. You're not fucking welcome. You're a piece of trash. You're a lower than low. And you're just not allowed to like it. You're just not. You're not, and you're not welcome. You're just not welcome. Straight up. This stupid person commenting that on my video, talking about something very serious. Like, oh, so you care about how quickly I can pump out My Hero Academia content for you, which I've been doing by the fucking way. You care about that more than you care about the fact that my husband is an Asian man, and I have to worry about this every time he goes out, every time he leaves the house. I'm like, cover your eyes, because I don't want anyone to see that he's Asian. Because a few weeks ago, about a month ago, a Filipino man got his face slashed on the subway in New York City. Because just days ago, just right now, there are people in New York just throwing rocks at Asian people. Right now, as we fucking speak. You care more about that than you do about actual people and actual problems. And it's already frustrating enough that I have to direct people to my YouTube and my Instagram, because the place where I have the most followers, my main platform, TikTok, is a place where I have to worry about being suppressed for talking about this stuff. Because I couldn't even talk about Harry and Meghan on live stream without getting banned from going live for a week. So there's already that frustration. But then the motherfuckers on here that dared, like, they're like, these people are already entitled. I already deal with enough entitlement just to like, for me to create things for people, like, just be pumping out shit like I'm some sort of gumball machine. But just a blatant showing of not giving a fuck about the culture from which the people of the culture from which what you love to consume so much comes from. Fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you. You're not welcome in the anime community. You're not. You're not. That's not what we stand for here. You gonna use that aesthetic? You better be there to support those people. Your uwus and the owos and your goddamn baka, whatever, all that shit gotta go. Keep your hands off of it. I don't want to see you touching a sushi roll. I don't want to see you touching ramen, not even top ramen, the 10-cent shit. I don't want you consuming no Korean barbecue, no pancit, no motherfucking palabok, no motherfucking lumpia. I don't want you watching no Dragon Ball, no My Hero Academia, no Naruto, no Fire Force, no Disastrous Life of Psyche K, no fucking Demon Slayer. Do not even look at the Demon Slayer movie when it comes out. Don't even look, because you are not worthy of it. You don't get to consume Asian culture without caring about Asian people. And that goes for all cultures. But today we are talking about Asian culture. So if that is you, kindly remove yourself, because you're not one of us. I am usually against gatekeeping, but this is one instance where I will be an avid gatekeeper. I should have a badge number. I might give myself a badge number. This is the one time I will gatekeep. And I think this is probably the one time gatekeeping will actually be valid. That if you want to continue to consume Asian art forms, culture, music, aesthetic without caring about Asian people, fuck you. Fuck you to the moon and back. To the moon and back. I'm saying it with my chest. I'm really trying to. I, like, from the fucking depths of my soul. Fuck you.